So I just had a powerful session with a client, and it was about not feeling enough, which is always the root of all the issues that I see. And she's been dealing with multiple issues, not just not feeling enough. That's typically the root. But as a result, there's weight issues, anxiety, sadness, people pleasing. She's a beautiful empath, and I tend to work with a lot of empaths, and there's always these patterns. So something that I have been seeing in common, powerful empaths being born with a parent or both parents dysfunctional. In this case, dad was a really terrible alcoholic that had rage. And mom was also a beautiful empath, and she was people pleaser, did not use her voice. But what I really wanted to share, which was incredible, so even though we were not working on the weight issue as a root, we were working on the not being enough. We were able to get to the root of it during the session. Like things were coming through hot and heavy, and it was one breakthrough after the other. It was amazing. That's why I really love my work, because it's always different, and it's just like it's just incredible every single time. Okay, these realizations. So to give you an example of what I'm trying to express here, one of her scenes, she was born premature, so she went back to the moment she was born. So she's being delivered. She's delivered, and she was born premature, so very small, and as a result there were some medical issues. And remember, the brain's job is to keep you safe and away from pain, not to make you happy. Could care less. That's not the brain's job. So she's being born, she's premature, she's small, and there was a lot of chaos and trauma around the meaning and word of small. Okay, so at that moment already, just being born, she develops a program. Okay, subconsciously, obviously subconscious, because remember, from when you're in your mom's belly up to the first 7 years, everything is being you're learning everything through the subconscious. Okay, because it's impossible for the conscious mind to learn everything simultaneously, because it's just too much. The subconscious is in charge of learning everything. So as she's being born, and there was so much trauma around her being small and premature and needing medical issues, so much chaos, so much sadness, that at that moment, because of the trauma and the intensity, her subconscious, brain developed a program around small. Small equals danger, small is equal to unsafe, small is equal to pain and suffering. Therefore, already, right, from the beginning, the brain is like, you're never going to be small again. We'll make sure you're big, okay, because she's got weight issues. So we'll make sure you're big so you can be safe. So at that moment, which is mind-blowing, and that's why so many people, including myself, I went through almost my entire life until I started doing this work, that a lot of people struggle with weight issues. And so many people try all these cleanses and diets, and they're just like, they'll lose weight and then they're gaining back, lose weight and getting back. And this is why, because you have to get to the root. Okay, so that was just one scene, and the other scenes were keeping her small, to make her invisible, not see. So this is very, very common when I work with weight issues as well, that one of the ways that the brain will protect you, if there's trauma around being seen, so either like, being too beautiful or too much attention. I've seen this in the past. There's a pattern that the brain will keep you invisible, will keep you small and invisible, in a way to put weight on, so you're not seen. There's no attention on you, you know. So the weight will keep you invisible and not seen and out of attention. So this is super common. And so if you are struggling for not feeling enough, and if you are dealing with weight issues, or if you know anyone, please show them this video, because it's mind-blowing. And until you or they get to the root and uncover the root of the issue and root it in the subconscious, most likely, like this client, she's 40 years old, since baby era, baby times, or also it could be like from when you were in the mom's belly, you know. So it's incredible. It's fascinating. It's sad to realize that how so many people, especially if you're an empath, have been suffering from the very beginning. So if you're one of those people, please book a free consultation. It's 20 minutes on Zoom, and I can help you. You don't have to go through this alone, but definitely you got to get to the root in order to break this vicious cycle, okay?